Daily Devotional for September 3rd. Today's scripture reading will be Mark 4:24, and I'm going to read today out of the Amplified. And he said to them, "Be careful what you are hearing. The measure of thought and study you give to the truth you hear will be the measure of virtue and knowledge that comes back to you, and more besides will be given to you who hear." You know, that's really important. We hear many things all the time. You know, God has given us an ear to hear. But what do we do here? It's what I like what the Amplify says, the measure of thought and study. So we hear something, and I'm going to refer to conversation. You know, we hear the word, you know, faith comes by hearing and hearing the word. You know, that's why I like to read it out loud. I feel that builds my faith. But we hear many things, and many times people repeat things that have been said, and there's a truth in what they say, but they don't have, it's just repeated and repeated and repeated. And it really becomes gossip, not gospel, but gossip. Because if you aren't an eyewitness to what took place, then you're repeating a truth. And many times that truth gets distorted. Okay, so if we don't have the whole truth, then be careful what you are hearing. Don't engage with gossip. Say, no, thank you. I don't want to be a part of it. Because it says your thought and study to the truth you hear for the measure of virtue and knowledge, it's going to come back to you. So if you're repeating gossip, and you know, oftentimes, you know, people do it, and it's generally negative things. I know when I'm repeating something, I will say, this is a truth that I am aware of, okay? I can repeat the truth that I know that I was an eyewitness to, or that I heard firsthand, okay? If I'm repeating it from Joe and Sally and Mary and Pete and everybody else, then it, you know, it gets distorted on down the line. So be careful what you hear, because it's going to be measured back to you. You start repeating it and it's a falsehood, it's going to come back and bite you in the hinder parts. So, you know, be careful. You want to repeat truths, okay? Repeat what is good and not evil. Turn away from falsehoods, okay? Keep your slate clean. All right. Till next time, children, be blessed.